Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ryan. And incomplete to open things up.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw again is Ryan. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, it's Ryan. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Right there, 54.
run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On second down, Swift. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here, as the Falcons' defense yet again drops him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Hundley. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Falcons 10, Cardinals nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick
off.
Now
following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Swift. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things things settle down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Swift, the ball carrier.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing, Hundley. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Down at the 22-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down now, Swift, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Ball carrier.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Swift. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 15-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Ryan. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
The Falcon ball carrier.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
1st down, Atlanta.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. That's complete to Smith. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The 48-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. We're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
A slant to Jones. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 24-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Nice play, baby. Nice play. Ready,
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Gurley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down and 4. Ryan, that's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 4 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, Ryan, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Falcons 17, Cardinals nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
At the 26.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a carry for Swift. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. From the gun, Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down.
First down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want fall.
Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And out across midfield down to the 45. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the Falcons' 26-yard line.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan and guide for a nice pickup.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They'll try to run with Swift. They're going to try and run. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Falcons 24, Cardinals 6.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
5-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
No, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Ryan to throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Falcons.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Peterson. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down and 4. Hundley, the hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
6.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Now left side on the swing pass. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw again. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 13-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jones. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Another carry now for Gurley. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he goes out right around the 39. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
He was taken down.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage.
Falcons.
The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
It's a gain of
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First down.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Second and 10 now from the 27. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
M-DiZzLE8's on the return. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive first and 10 in the fourth quarter. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The 16-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, they run with Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
That's out to the left and complete. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way down to the 3.
That's all. That's all.
Today's final score.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Atlanta, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. On the Dallas Cowboys.